Okay. My bad, guys. My mic was mute. My mic was mute, and I was speaking so much. I'm sorry, guys. That's from this is my mistake. Hello, my dear viewers. Hello, Alois. Hello, MGA. Hello, Desert Island. Welcome to the stream. This is the Dukas Copy webinar, and you are watching Forex Trading with Rakesh, as you know. And today is the Friday, and I'm your host here. I'm a Dukas Copy trader community member. Please do not confuse me as an employee of Dukas Copy. So whatever I'm going to talk about here, it has nothing to do with the Dukas Copy Bank. All the views or trading ideas that we are going to discuss in this live stream are of my own. I'm fine, Alice. Thank you very much for asking. And in this live stream, we'll only be talking about the technical aspects or price action only. We'll not be talking about any indicators or like yesterday somebody was trying to, tell us to write some indicator, blah, blah, blah. So let's not get into it, and we'll just be taking into account the live candlesticks, because we know how to read the candlestick charts, and we'll try to use this skill of reading the naked candles to our analysis, and then to use those analysis into our trading, and that too in the direction of the trend. That is one thing, and secondly with a good risk to reward ratio. Always we have to repeat it every time, okay, that we do. So in this program we will only be using the candlestick charts. As you know, we are not using any other type of chart, and I will be asking sometimes you questions, sometimes you will be asking me questions. I always wanted this webinar to be interactive. I like when people ask questions, so I keep some time like 30 minutes or so to answer the questions. So please, I urge you to ask more and more questions if you have any, because if you are not having any doubts in your mind, you will be more confident while putting these things into practice. Okay, so last I want to say that this stream is only to increase your information or to enhance your knowledge. You have to do your own research before you put your money on the line, although. Okay, kindly let's check how far the Bitcoin will drop, please. We checked it, Alice, yesterday, that it can drop to 18,000 actually, but still I will check it live in front of you now. And before we hop on to the dollar index chart, let me take you through this quick risk disclaimer. Alright guys, you can pause this video here actually, because I really want you to go through this risk disclaimer. The risk associated with Forex is huge, because people tend to trade this on huge margins. Okay, I mean they take a huge leverage. Use your leverage very consciously. Alright, first let us see the dollar index, like always. So this is what dollar index is suggesting us. It is suggesting that the dollar is going up. It's okay. We had expectation that dollars, once it breaks this 102.43 area or 102.65, I can draw it here, or I can make a rectangle out of it. What do you say? I can actually make a rectangle out of it and then pull it like this. So we know that once it breaks this zone, it will come back to this area to test it as a fresh support, and as we expected, it did so. And we had also drawn a 4-hourly falling channel. Kindly, can Bitcoin drop to 15,000 please? Alice, we will see when the Bitcoin comes. The Bitcoin is fourth pair from the last, so you will have to wait. Kindly wait for that, please. We are going to discuss now the dollar index right now. Okay, so the dollar index has broken out of this falling channel once, then it hit the resistance. Now it is trying to go beyond that. Once it goes beyond that, this will be the minor high, also a minor resistance at around high of 103.82, and thereafter it has good resistance at 105.39. so this is the price action that I am thinking that it will, this is the price direction that I am thinking that the price will take. Okay, as so far so good, it is behaving in the manner as you were expecting. So 103.81 area is small resistance, and thereafter 105.39 is the next resistance, guys. Okay, keep this in mind. On the lower side, we have a strong support now from 102.43 to 102.65 area. Let's quickly go to the euro now. Okay, dollar is rising, so euro is falling. That's simple. this low here, this was the low around 1.0669 area. I think once this is broken, then the next low that we are going to see is 1.0482. so before 1.0482, I don't see any good support here for the dollar, sorry, euro against the US dollar. On the side, on the upside, although we have a resistance at around 1.0801, and it seems like the price has already hit that area when it hit the 10 periods moving average and gave us a bearish pin bar that was very close to this zone of resistance. So I will count it as achieved, or I will count it as triggered. So that's why maybe the price is going down very fast. Once this low is taken out, 1.0669, then 1.0482 will not seem very far in this market. Okay, on the upside, 1.0801, keep an eye on this one also if the price rises from here. Pound, okay, pound after breaching below this is finding resistance. Actually, I was thinking that the price may go here if it finds, like, if it starts moving in a channel, not channel but in a range, but it has not started moving in a range and it is finding resistance. Even yesterday's close, which I was expecting will be above this zone, it closed below this zone, and today also when the price went higher, it was rejected higher. So that means the price first move will be essentially towards 1.1840. On the way down, only this low here around 1.1960 is a problem. Otherwise, I think we can safely reach 1.1840 area in the pound. On the higher side, expect some resistance at around 1.2262 area. See guys, I'm only talking about the support and resistance here in this particular pair, because there is no pattern forming. So wherever I see some pattern forming, I'll definitely be sharing it with you. Okay, Australian dollar, although every other pair like euro and pound is red today, see, Australian dollar is still not red. It is going to be red, that is for sure, but at least for now it is not red. I think it will consolidate here for some time before going down towards 0.6728. Because the Australian dollar is in positive today, therefore all the other pairs, pound against the Australian dollar, euro against the Australian dollar, they all are red. Okay, because the Australian dollar is rising against the US dollar and euro is falling. So for this Australian dollar 0.6915, it is sitting right onto the support, but it does not mean that you buy it, because the market structure has changed or worse. So we are looking for a lower low in this one, and I think it will be made very soon, maybe tomorrow, I mean on Monday or Tuesday, or maybe at the most Wednesday. But if because this is Friday, I'm not expecting much of a down move from here, but if the price rises here, 0.7002 will be a very good resistance. Okay, on the way down we can see 0.6869 stopping the price for some time, and thereafter we can also witness 0.6728. This is where I want to become a buyer because of this pattern here. Okay, but I will be very cautious before buying. I will be looking for some bullish price action like this. Talking about the New Zealand dollar, well, I am bullish in the New Zealand dollar, but the price action doesn't suggest me that I should be buying. So I am looking for a price action which suggests me of buying the New Zealand dollar. At least the price action right now is not suggesting. So I will wait for the New Zealand dollar to either turn bullish or maybe to turn bearish completely, and it will turn bearish completely. I think no, yesterday only we have come to know, sorry, it has already actually turned bearish. I'm sorry guys, please delete whatever I have said in the last 1 minute about the New Zealand dollar. Actually my bias would have been bearish below this 0.6190, but yesterday after a careful study during the live webinar, we have seen that this was the low before making this high. So this low was established and this low is already broken. So this is now the resistance. Okay, so my this scenario, I think this is what is confusing me. So now I'm sorry guys, please forgive me for not updating this. So now this is what we should be expecting. I hope that makes some sense to you guys. Yeah, I should have updated it before coming live, but still you got the idea, right? The structure was making higher highs, higher low when it broke here, but after breaking we were expecting lower low, which did not happen, and it made higher high. So when it makes higher high, Between these two high, this was the lowest low, so this was the established low. But after making this high, price made this low and then it made another high. So between these two highs, this was the established low. So once the established low breaks, it is called a break of the market structure. Once this low breaks, it is going to be acting like a resistance. Now this is what is happening. So it is resistance. We are expecting lower prices here, but still I am bullish on the New Zealand dollar, not from this price action from point of view, but from this bigger patterns point of view. I am seeing in an inverse head and shoulder building up here in the New Zealand dollar, and I don't see it breaking, but I really want it to break, because if it breaks, then the trade on the upside will be much better than the possible trade on the downside. So I'm not saying that I'm not going to sell it, but if it would be a buy above 0.6537, then it would be a much better trading idea rather than right now. Okay. US dollar against Japanese yen seems like it is rising here. Oh wait, where is the euro? Where is the euro against the Japanese yen? I think we should be looking for a buying opportunity in that also. Euro against the Japanese yen is 140.33. Okay, so not now. We are looking for 142.93, right? So we wait. So guys, here yen is falling and US dollar is rising against the yen. It is trying to go beyond this falling channel. Now this falling channel first breaks to the upside, then it breaks to the downside. It has a huge meaning. Those of my friends who don't understand the psychology behind the markets, look at it like this. Okay, when the price went higher, okay, the people started buying. When they bought, they kept their stop losses below it. Okay, those who were short, the stop losses were here. The stop losses were triggered first. Whose stop loss was triggered? Those who were short. Okay, once the stop losses were triggered, they had to buy it at the market, and somebody sold it. Okay, somebody sold it, pushed the prices below these. What are there? The stop losses of those who bought here. So they are also out of the market. Boom, they sold it at the market rate. Who bought it? Those who are buying it right now, and they will take it to whatever they want to take, where they want to take it, 134.77. Okay, this price action here, simple, this 4-hour and 16-hour price action is suggesting me that the accumulation has taken place. Now if my friend MGA, can you read this? If you can read this, fine. If you cannot, then learn this type of price action. Once it breaks to the upside, then it breaks to the downside. Once this happens, the price tends to move in the direction which side it broke first. This is the high. It broke the high. Now it is going to continue in this direction like this. This is what I have studied in like 16-17 years in the past, and this is what I think is going to happen. Okay, now I cannot say it with much surety until I see this high broken, but I am sure that it is going to break looking at this price action. But anyways, where is the resistance? 134.77. Where is the support? 127.21, and it is very far from the support and resistance level, so I will not take any risk in this one. But on the contrary, if I see it breaking higher, then I will be looking for a price to test this 134.77 as the fresh support, and then I will become a buyer with the targets on the higher side. Right now between the 134 and 127, I am not a buyer, not a seller even. Okay, I just stay on the sidelines. Talking about the US dollar against the Canadian, well, I was expecting at least 1.3500 to be tested before this fall, but I think there must be something happening in the Canada, or some crude oil may be higher. Something is happening, otherwise USD CAD cannot move this much when the dollar is rising. If the dollar is rising, dollar cannot go low against the Canadian dollar. It means that Canadian dollar is rising too much. Now Canadian economy is based on the oil, so that means oil is rising. We will see that in some time, but right now it is going just against the US dollar index as a whole. It is falling. So to what extent it can fall? It can fall towards 1.3223 area, and after that, if it falls below that, we can expect 1.2894 also in this market. On the upside, we have 1.3502 as the resistance. Beyond that it will be 1.3832 area. MJ saying this was helpful. Oh sure, that's why I'm here, bro. But if you can just write it as a note in your notebook that whenever the price tends to break first on the lower side, then goes on the higher side, then that means it will continue lower. Okay, this happens, and you can relate to it after checking or some back testing in the previous time if you want to. If you have any queries, you can still write to me on my Skype. It is shared with you already. Alright guys, so what about this US dollar? Now if it breaks below, we can target this low here, okay, this 1.2894. If it crosses and closes higher than 1.3502, we can always check for 1.3832. In between these highs and these lows, they have no definite meaning, but these lows which are in line with these lows and highs, these are important ones. Okay, so keep an eye on this one. Alright, I think USD is next. I'm going quickly because the pattern is not forming. If there is any pattern, we can discuss that. So here there was a pattern, breakout to the upside, did not last longer, the channel was good. So since the channel was able to push the prices back below to this channel's support line, so I think somebody is trying to push this market down, okay, with a good synergy. They have joined hands, maybe something. Okay, yesterday you were talking about this 50% retracement, and it is getting a buy orders at this 50% retracement, and it has already gone higher than this high. So I was saying that we are expecting some up move from here. Well, that is happening, but the problem here is that this up move may not last long, because we are expecting a sell order entry at around 0.9271. Guys, this is the area where I'm expecting the sellers to join now. So maybe today, it may be on Monday, but I am expecting sellers to enter in the market in this range. Okay, let us see how the things unfold. Do not try to buy it at the current levels, because you are just 30 pips away from the very strong resistance zone. It is actually a confluence of multiple resistances, so do not try to enter it here in the long direction. Although if you get some say hint about getting short here, you may get short with a small stop loss higher and take profit target of 0.9100 in this market. Talking about silver, well, silver finally broke through 22.01. Now is it a surprise for us? No, we knew it already. So what we are targeting now? We are targeting 20.85. We are very close to the resistance. Yes, it is happening. The price is finding resistance at 22.01 area now, is trading below that already. But this is not the price action that I wanted. Maybe this breakout from here is being tested, and then we find. So I think one can keep their stop orders, like stop sell orders, below the low of this green candle. I think that will be good. But and since I'm not a trading advisor, I really don't know how you are going to use this level. But from propagation point of view, I think it is going towards 20.85 first. Okay, if one is short, he should keep his stop losses above 22.01 for before till the time this 20.85 is not achieved. Let's talk about gold, guys. I think I will finish this webinar in 20 minutes today. I am very fast. Okay, 1865 is finally broken and is now acting as a resistance in the gold. Can you see that? The support once broken, this was a channel, okay, that we had created. This support once broken acts as a resistance. So this is a good price action. Now those who are trading the price action, they must know that this is what happens once the price breaks. Now you if you wonder that why I tend to tell you to only trade the retracements, because when you trade the retracements, your entries are very, of course they may be aggressive, but still they have a very small stop loss, 498 points. Where is the potential take profit? Boom boom, 4000, 1:10 reward ratio, more than sufficient. But this was not our idea. Our idea was to wait for the gold to go towards 1900, which did not happen. So if this did not happen, we could not open a trade. That's okay. We let this boat go. We let this train go. We let this bus go. We let this bandwagon go. we'll join the next one. The life has not finished. There's a lot more to live. Okay, so we will join the next one, but we will still observe this one. We will observe that okay, it has broke through this. Now it has come to test this broken support as the fresh resistance. So let us see how the things unfold in this one also. We are actually looking for 1824 here, thereafter 1807. All right, Brent must be rising today. Yeah, like I thought so. Didn't I think so that the Brent will be rising? Now, who is my friend who has been watching me from this price structure? When it broke higher, we said something. Now, friend, I'm speaking about highs also, and I'm speaking about lows also. But I have always used one thing in my statements: if it breaks higher than this, then we'll be looking for buying. Yeah, it broke higher here, and when it did on the 8th, I think it was day before yesterday, I said we become buyers in this one. Okay, if since it is going up, 85.74 may provide some resistance. When it does, we'll be looking for a buying opportunity here at 84.20. Boom, it breaks that same resistance that was holding as a resistance. Now that tends to become a support. So crude is going slowly inching towards 88.60. This is the price action. We are not using any indicators, but from this fall to here, the 50% is around 87.34. This has already been tested and the price came back, and now it is going again to test that area. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? Those sellers who were strong enough here at 99.53 were able to push the prices 75. So they were able to push the prices in the first instance to almost 2400 points. Okay, now next time when they pushed it from the 50%, they were able to push it only towards 945 points. Okay, so their power seems to be reducing. On the contrary, those who were able to push prices from this bottom to, I will say this one, 1190 points, thereafter from this one to like 1155 points, so their power is not reducing. In fact, they are becoming aggressive because they are going higher. Kindly, what altcoins worth purchasing beside Bitcoin, please? I really don't go through the altcoins, but still I will try. So 1155 points is something like this. Maybe I think you should be targeting around 91 area. So what I mean to say is that the buyers are becoming more and more aggressive in the crude. So expect higher prices, at least 88.60, which is the previous high. This is what you should be expecting. This is the symmetry of the market. You don't even have to think about what others are thinking. You have to just see and predict. That's it. All right, guys, looking for 88.60 in this one. Okay, US dollar ZAR. We are the first target of 17.9536 has been achieved. Good, guys. Good. So this is good. Now, you know, if somebody of you have tried US dollar against the South African rand, this is a huge movement. This is a huge move. We have been witnessing or predicting this from 17.060. We have been witnessing this from 17.06. Now MGA, one more example of this I'm trying to show you. You see this high here? You see this high here on 6th of January? This high was broken here. This high was broken here first. Okay. Before breaking this high, the price made this low. Thereafter, after this high, the price broke this low. So when you see that something breaks on one side and then it's broken on the other side, the price tends to move in the direction of first move. You see that? And it does not give you any chance of retracement. You see that? Boom, 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 boom. Now this is the same thing. Like I was saying you, something will happen here, what was the thing that we were talking about? I'm sorry. Yeah, US dollar yen. Yeah, US dollar yen. Yes. First it broke to the higher side, then it broke to the lower side, and now it is starting to move. So expect at least this high to be achieved. Let us see how the things unfold. Okay. Keep an eye on 134.2.89 at least. So the US dollar against the South African rand, now this has already reached an area 70.9536 where I am expecting the price to find a huge resistance. From here the price can actually consolidate for some days, and thereafter we have a target around 18.4996 in this market. All right guys, that's all from the dollar against the South African rand. And here comes the Bitcoin. Wow, 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 wow. It was only yesterday. Alice, you can see our webinar yesterday when the price was trading here below this, and it was testing this 22,737. My yesterday's prediction was that the price can go 21,405 anytime soon. It may be today, it may be tomorrow. This was my word. You can check it out. And if it closes below 21,405, then the next target will be 18,132. Now you are saying, can it go to 15,000? Well, it only depends upon this area 18,132, how it behaves here. If it finds enough buyers here in this region of 18,132, that is fine. But if it doesn't, then I don't think that it is going to stay above 18,000. Then 15,440 it can achieve. But why you will wait for that price to achieve? I think if it closes anywhere below 21,405, you should be looking for like exiting this one. Okay, do not marry any coin. This is market. You are here for making money, right? You are not here to love Bitcoin or go against Bitcoin. It's okay. If it is not giving you money, go somewhere else. Now you're asking me about the other altcoins. I was very particular about the V chain, rather than it's not a coin, but it's a hash. I'll talk about that in the end of this webinar. Only 5 minutes to go. Okay. So 21,405, it may be being used as a buying opportunity by some, but the price action is not suggesting any indication of that. If you see some bullish price action here, maybe you can consider buying it. But from the market structure point of view, the structure of the market is already broken, and we have entered the sell market structure already. Euro yen, I'm bullish, but yesterday's 2 days back there was the bearish price action, and today even we have broken through this low. So on the daily we have again entered the bearish market structure, but I am very sure that today or tomorrow the price is going to go beyond 142.93, and then I'll be a buyer with a target of 146.72 and 148.39. Till the time the price is trading between these two levels, I will be sitting on the sidelines on the euro yen. Euro GBP continuous fall from last 2-3 days, and today it has come into a zone which I call as heavily discounted zone. 0.8805 is the area. If that area breaks, I will become bearish in the Euro GBP. But I think somebody is trying to again this language, forgive my language, but this is the truth. I think somebody is trying to accumulate euro at the lower prices against the yen. Well, that's what I'm thinking, because if it had to break, it will break boom boom boom, but it is not breaking. Somebody is trying to accumulate here. So 8805 is the level which I will be looking for, and after that, if it holds, well, it will have multiple reasons for the price to hold here. One is that this was the previous resistance levels. I will show you how. This is my cross here, and you see these are the previous highs that were of importance in the recent past, and here also you see. So this price action around 8805 is very important. Also, this is 78% of this rise here, so this is a very discounted price for the euro against the pound. Now if you can get this price 8805, it is very cheap, because your stop loss will be just below this, and your minimum target will be 8896. Minimum target will be around like your stop loss may be around say 27 to 30 pips, and your target will be like 75 pips or so. This is the lowest hanging fruit, so this is good. But because of some reason, if the price starts going lower, then the low of this channel that has formed, that is 0.8546, that may be your target on the downside if it breaks below this rising channel here. But if it keeps rising from here, then this should be your first target. 8896 should be your first target on the way up, and later on 0.8978 should be your second target. I hope that helps. Talking about S&P 500, we are bullish on this one. Any test of this broken symmetrical triangle, not this one, but this one, this symmetrical triangle will attract buyers and they can push the prices higher. Although I'll be looking for a buying opportunity here at the confluence of the support on 3rd and 2nd March. So wait for 1 or 2 weeks and then you see bullish price action building up here again with a target of 4325. How many points I'm talking about here, guys? I'm talking about 25,952, like 259 points here from 4069 in the S&P 500. Okay, on the contrary, if for some reason price starts going down, then 3993 should act as a good support for the price. If it does not, then the next support is around here in these lows, and these are around 3774, and thereafter these lows, thereafter these lows, thereafter these lows. So but first we'll talk about the immediate support and resistance. Immediate support is at around 3993 3993 level, and higher side we have 4136 because we have already crossed above this. So I will see this as a consolidation, and from here I think the price will turn around towards 4325. okay, euro against the Australian dollar, guys, we are short in this with a long-term horizon of 1.5273, and maybe on Monday or maybe Tuesday or Wednesday we can see 1.5273 in this market. You have a small stop loss higher than 1.5655 here. There's nothing much building up in. Oh, there is something building up here, but that I will share with you later. This looks like a head and shoulder to me. Okay, but only time will tell whether this is head and shoulder or not. For this head and shoulder to break, we have to go below this area of 1.5257. Let us see how the things unfold about this. Now you are talking about Alice, you are talking about some altcoins. But on the on J Forex we have I think Ethereum. Yeah, Ethereum. So I will suggest you about Ethereum. I cannot tell you about buying any altcoins, believe me, but I can just analyze for you if you want to, so that if it becomes a good for buy, I will let you know. But we have only Ethereum and I think Litecoin also. Let me check. So this is the monthly chart of Ethereum. Do you think it's a buy? Well, this month it opened at the resistance and it is going lower. Support is very far, around 1152. When I go to weekly, I see bearish. Okay, here it turns bullish, but again it turns bearish. I want to help, but the platform doesn't have much. So see, Ethereum is has already hit the resistance. In fact, this week only buying after hitting the resistance will not be a good idea. But yes, if you really are interested in the Ethereum, buy only above 1673. Kindly, what about Cosmos? I don't know what is Cosmos. I really don't know what is Cosmos. But still, if it is being traded, I can let you know. Just give me 2 more minutes. I hope nobody is bothered. MJ, you don't care, right? If I talk about Cosmos here, do you care? Because we are done with the webinar. If you have any questions, you can write, or I will open up Cosmos for Alice. When I say Cosmos, you are talking about Cosmos against, that is Atom, right? Atom against the USDT, or you want to say Atom against the US dollar? What you want? Okay, I will share my screen with you. All right, I hope that you can see my screen now. Can you? Yes. All right. So here we go. So I hope that you can see my screen right now, and I am, yeah, atom against US dollar. Okay. So this is it. First of all, we check the monthly chart. Uh, okay, we know this is the monthly range, at least for the longer term, and then we check the weekly. On the weekly, we see the price was rising till here, then it made a reaction low here, then again the reaction high to the same point, failed to break this low, made a high here. So the relevant high here comes around here. I lock it. Thereafter, making this high, the price made another high below it. This is again the second relevant high. Thereafter, it broke through these lows here, and then when price came to test these lows from the downside, like here, it got rejected. After the rejection, the price made this low. This is the relevant low, and then the price has never made 20.27. So what you are expecting here? Well, on the weekly, it suggests me, okay, maybe I will switch to daily to have more information. Kindly, can this be a better coin to stake and or trade than Bitcoin? Let me check, please. Boom, 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 boom. So market structure was up. There it comes. So you see, it is happening in the Cosmos also. So where is my yeah. So here this structure was higher highs, higher lows. Okay. So this is what is forming. This is perfect. This is perfect. Okay. Till here, this is perfect. Thereafter, it made a lower high, a lower low, and it started making lower highs and lower lows thereafter. Here, it again switched to higher high and higher low, and here again, it switched to lower highs and lower lows. So you see, guys, from the price action, you can actually trade these things. Now here, what is happening? See, I have never seen this pair before. Believe me, I have never seen. I don't know what is Cosmos. I really don't know what is Cosmos. But I am doing the same thing over and over in my life. Boom. So my friend, do you want to keep Cosmos after this, Alice? Now I am asking you the question. Cosmos. Okay, guys, this is your question here. You see this price action here? You see this price action, my friends, my students, whatever you can call me, you can call yourselves. This is the high. This was higher high, and thereafter it made a low here. And after making this high here, very close, I will delete this one. After making this high here, it breached through this low that the price had made. Now, do you want to keep Cosmos as a buy? That is my question. Who want to say that Cosmos is still a buy? Well, if we take a serious price action, then oh, why it is not coming to me? These are the correct. Well, right, this is the line below which we should become sellers, like 12.75. It's a sell. No, it's not a sell. Yes, it's not a sell. I can see that you are basing your trade from 13.9394. Is price rejecting tops? No, it is rejecting tops, but this low is not established. This low gets established when the price moves higher than this previous high. So price has only moved than this high. So we are talking about and this will be a case study. Okay, we are talking about what the give me a break, guys, give me a break. All right. Oh, come on. So we are talking about okay, maybe let me break it down to the 4 hours. Okay, so what are we doing here is we are talking about this high. I mean, why this high that the price had made, and later on the price made this high. Okay, now this is 4 hourly, so you can see more price action and more market structure. Broke previous structure. No, MJ8 has not broken the previous market structure. I will let you know now. So on the daily, this was the low and this was the high. Between these two highs, this was the low that the market has made. Can you see that? This low. So this is a relevant low, because after making this low, the price made another high higher, which is here. All right. So that's the point. But after making this low here, did the price make another high which is higher than this one, previous one? No, it failed. How it failed? See, the high at this candle was 15.44 and the high at this candle was 15.37. So it failed to make another high. So if it fails to make another high, that means this low is not relevant. That means this low is not relevant. So which is the relevant low? Well, guys, okay, give me a break. So this is your relevant low. This is your relevant low. When this breaks, we become sellers. But do you think that from this price action it looks like this low will not break? Well, it looks like it may break tomorrow or it may break day after. So do you want to become buyer in such a market where you think that the low is about to break? Okay, you can be buyer, but you want to be buyer above 10 periods moving average. You see here, this is what I have plotted as 10 periods moving average. It is EMA. When the price is above this EMA on the daily, you want to be a buyer. When it is above 10 periods moving, you want to be a buyer. But when it is below, okay, I will just remove this just to make you, when it is below 10 periods moving average, you should be a seller. So now here, what is happening? Now I'm removing everything. I'm not in favor of using the indicators, but you have to use your common sense, right? You have to use your common sense. It just broke the 4 hourly market structure. It is on the verge of breaking the daily market structure. Should I be a buyer or should I be asking someone that can I buy Cosmos? No. Okay, now the question is when I can be a buyer in Cosmos. That is a good question. Okay, if you really want to ask, you pull up your Fibonacci retracements, you look for this price action here from the bottom to the top. Okay, and then you look for the 50% retracement minimum. When the price retraces here, then maybe if the 12.75 low is the relevant, the structure is not broken. Correct. Now you're right, MJ. 12.75 is the low, which we should be looking for. But I think it will break eventually. So now problem is that 50% retracement, you should be looking for a buying opportunity. But you see, in the process of reaching at 50% retracement, the price has to go through this 12.75 region. Now you want it or you don't want it, even then 12.75 will be broken and the structure on the daily will break. Now if the structure on the daily breaks, then 12.75 becomes the resistance. So do you want to buy at 50%, that is 11.96, but you have a resistance, very strong resistance, I will say, on 12.75? No. So my answer to you in a nutshell, my friend Alice, is you do not open this as a buy. Do not buy Cosmos at the current prices. Do not buy it even at 12.00 or 11.96. Even wait it towards 10.42 and then look for a price action here. This can be better if you really want to open buy position here. But as a friend, I will suggest do not buy any altcoin whatsoever. As a friend, I want to say you, there are so many opportunities in the forex market. Why you want to go for the altcoins? They don't have the real market value. Okay. So anyways, that's all for the trading today, guys. Buying in Cosmos? No, not at all. Not at all. Not even towards 10.42 area is where you can be looking for as a buying opportunity. Look at the volumes in this candle. Look at the volumes in this candle. You see, somebody tried to pull a lot of money and push it into this candle here. This is the daily candle, and the low of this candle was around 13.26, which is already taken down today. Today's low was 13.15. So if the low of some huge, or you can say that if the shorts of some rich guy are already torn, then why you want to be with him? So you just exit at the first opportunity. And those who have good sense, they have already exited at this test of this previously broken support. Boom. So they're out. So you also get out, I say, if you are in Cosmos. Well, guys, that's all from my side today. I hope you get the idea about the support and resistance level that are of interest in the coming hours and days. Please feel free to write them in the suggestions or comments if you have any. And please smash that like button below the video if you have not done it yet. Please subscribe to the channel for more such webinars. You will get the notification right into your inbox. And if you're trading on the Dukascopy trading platform, you will also get a live webinar notification in the trading area. Please join me from there. Yeah. Before I actually close this, I just want to let you know that please do not risk more than 1% on any single trade, and look for a potential profit of more than 3 times the risk that you're going to take. With this note, I shall end this webinar today. We'll see you on Monday. Till then, bye bye, take care, have a nice time.